Hi, this is Ralene with RaleneCreates. I have been asked by a friend and several other people to do a quick video on my must-have planning tools. I know there's tons of videos out there, but I just want to give you my take on what I find to be the must-have planning tools. If you're interested in learning about my planning tools, stay tuned. As mentioned, this video has been requested. A dear friend of mine who has started planning has mentioned it, and then I got a couple of other requests on Instagram. So I'm going to attempt to do this video today. The interesting thing is that for those of you that don't know, I have been sick for several weeks and actually even in the hospital. So I have my voice is really bad, but I'm going to do the best I can with this video. I really felt like I wanted to video. I needed to video. So I hope you guys will stick with me on this journey. I did have pneumonia, as I think I've mentioned in a previous video, but it got a little worse, more than I expected. And so, but I'm doing better. I'm getting better each day, and I thank God for that. So I'm going to go right into this video, and I want to kind of give you a little my take. Again, everyone has something different. One of the things that you will learn about me is I'm very frugal. I'm going to use what I have as best I can. I don't have a problem buying things, but I tend to try to use the things that I have and make them work first. So you will hear me tell you different things, how to get stuff at Dollar Tree, how to get stuff at Michael's or Joann's on sale. So as I share these items, you will see that I am looking at the most economical way to plan, because it could get overwhelming, and you could find yourself in a situation where you're buying everything under the sun. Granted, I'm guilty. I am very, very guilty of it. For me, though, I have been scrapbooking for years. So many of these tools I have around me. And so that's what I really want you to do is, I learned this a long time ago. Shop your house. Shop your craft supplies. Look at your sewing supplies. Look at the things that you have that you can use before you go out and buy every new thing out there. Okay, that's my first main tip. I am going to give you 12 tools, my must-have planning tools. Again, there are several things that I have. I might kind of throw in things that I might like. But again, these are things that I don't have to have. The very first thing you must have for paper planning is a planner. Okay. And so you don't have to have every planner on the market. You don't have to have every size. You don't have to have a faith as well as wellness, as well as all the different ones. You just need to have a planner. Honestly, I am a happy planner, but you could get a Dollar Tree planner and do the very same thing that I'm doing in a Dollar Tree planner. I just happen to be a happy planner. So we are going to look primarily at happy planner. So I am not going to focus on all the different layouts in this video. That could be a whole nother video in itself. But today what I've done is I've pulled some of the ones that I'm going to be using for 2020 and going to show you some of the planners and the sizes real quickly so that you can have a planner. I have, for 2020, I will be using the Homebody. I'm not really sure yet if it's going to be my catch-all or one that I just kind of franken plan, because it's a dashboard layout. And I am a vertical girl. I really love the vertical. It gives me more room. I've been playing around with dashboard, but I did love this. I just love this planner. The cover was beautiful. The discs were beautiful. The dividers were beautiful. So I'm going to make this work for me somehow or another. And so this is that one. So this is the classic Happy Planner. So this is the size that I use primarily for everything. This is the homebody, the mini size Happy Planner that I will use in my purse. I will be using the dashboard layout in my purse. I really do like it for my purse. It's just difficult for me for everyday catch-all. But I will be using this planner, probably using this cover and all the other dividers on the inside of it. So this is the classic. This is the mini. Okay. Now, Happy Planner also now has a skinny classic, and this is the skinny classic. I'm using the skinny classic as my war binder. You may have seen that video. If you haven't, I'll link it above. But this is the skinny classic Happy Planner. So this is, again, half note size of the classic. And so that's 3 sizes right there. Now, I don't own the other one. It is a mini skinny, I believe, or skinny mini. I don't know. But basically, all it is mini half sheets that are half the size. And so there is a planner this size. Many people are using this. I don't think I could possibly use it. I could probably use it to throw in my purse. But so what I've done is I do have some half sheets that go into the mini one. I just put some rings on it. I am eventually going to put a cover on this and just use it as loose paper that I use around the house or easily throw into my purse. So this is what they're now calling the skinny mini, I believe. So that's another size. They also have the micro, and this is the micro. I got this for $1. I honestly, this is just me speaking. I don't see the need of it. It's cute. I really love it. I think it's really cute. And so what I'm going to really do is I'm probably going to take each one of these pages and I'm going to add Bible verses in here. And it does have like little places. And so it's a little cute something. I have tons of these little books in general around my house, pictures of my grandchildren. Again, I'm a scrapbooker. So I thought this was really cute. As far as planning, I didn't think it was something that I would do for planning. But when I found it for $1, I bought several of them and I'm giving them away as gifts. So, micro, skinny mini, skinny classic, and classic. Oh, there is a bag, okay? So, for me, I'm going to be using the classic. So, the first must-have tool is a planner. For me, is a Happy Planner. I also love half sheets. And so, I believe that you need to be able to jot down notes. You need to be able to have a note section. And so there are happy notes as well as half sheet notes, as well as mini notes. So this is a mini notes actually for the homebody that coordinates directly with this one. And so when I use these half sheets, and let me see if I can find a half sheet. This is a half sheet. I use these to keep my running today list, a to-do list for the week. And so I have one of these in every one of my planners. Also, I use them for jotting down notes. I have them around the house, my little to-do list as I'm videotaping what I need to do. So these are really, really good. So I believe that these are must-have planning tools. And I use them inside of my planner. You can buy them as a separate pack, or you can buy them as a full half sheet notebook, just like this one. So number 2, half sheets or happy notes, either in whatever size that coincides with whatever you're doing. Okay. If you're going to plan, you need to be able to write. Okay. So finding the right writing tool inside of your planner is very vital. Okay, I as a scrapbooker, I have tons of different pens, but what I learned is not every pen is is designed for planning. The paper doesn't take it well, they smear or they bleed. So I have different tools because I'm also a Bible journaler. And so I use certain pens in my Bible that I would not use in my Happy Planner. There's certain things that I use in my Happy Planner that I might not use in my Bible. And so I'm going to show you quickly the pens that I have found to work. And there's a few that has some little issues with them. I'll tell you about them. That doesn't mean you don't have to use them. Okay, I'm gonna move this planner and then go into my little tools box here. So I'm gonna grab my pens, and for the record, I'm a pen girl. I love pens, but when I say I love pens, once I find a pen I like, I am going to buy it. And if you'll see here, I love the Pentel Energel liquid gel. So I have the entire set here, and you know, I kind of got them separated because there's certain colors that I go to all the time. And so the go-to ones are in my Girl Boss mug here. And then I have another mug that just keeps all the colors. Okay, now, do you need all the colors? No. And so, again, I'm going to tell you what I feel. I literally used a black one forever, okay, until I could afford it. I'm one of them that'll wait until it goes on sale, wait till there's a coupon. And so the Energel liquid gel ink by Pentel, and I will link everything that I am talking about in the description. And I also want to make sure you know that I am an Amazon affiliate, so any links that you use, I will get a small percentage. And so I really appreciate you using the links if you could to help support the channel. So I thank you in advance for all of those that do use the link. So these are kind of new to me. I didn't originally start with these. I'm not really sure what planner babe recommended these, but I started using them, fell in love with them. And so I ended up buying the entire color set or scheme on Amazon. So I believe Amazon has the best deal for them. And so it does not bleed, nor does it smear. Now I do, okay. The other two that I'm going to recommend is the Papermate, the Papermate Flare, and the Ink Gel. You can find these on sale at Sam's Clubs, Costco, any of those. They're always on sale. The Energels are kind of a little bit harder to find on sale in stores other than Amazon, but these two are one of my favorites. Now, what do I want to say about this one? This is a gel pen. This is not. This is more of, it has this tip here on it. So it is a really good pen, and it's good, and it's thicker. Now for writing and journaling, I use these. If I want to do something big and bold, I will use my Flare. These here, I use these a lot for journaling, and they tend to smear every now and then, but they are so vibrant and they so smooth. So number 1, number 2, number 3. Any pen will work. You find what works for you. Number 4, you need a good pair of scissors. A good pair of scissors. Now, I have had these scissors for years. And so, and they probably need to be clean, but a good pair of scissors, good pair of sharp scissors. I cut stickers, I cut paper, I cut washi tape. So a good pair of scissors. I mean, if all you have is a pair of, as my mom would say, hold on, as kitchen shears, actually, these are my sewing shears. These are my sewing shears, or just a pair of dollar store scissors. That's okay. You don't have to go and buy the scrapbooking ones. Again, I've had these for years. I probably have had these longer. I know my daughter's 30 that I've had these here for that long. Find you just a pair of scissors. Because you're decoratively planning, you will need some stickers. Okay. Now, I feel that this is where you can get into trouble. You feel like you have to have every sticker book out there. You don't need to have every sticker book out there. Do I have every sticker book out there? No, I don't. I have a lot of sticker books, but I've been doing this for almost 4 years. And I do not have the desire to buy every sticker book. I buy those that appeal to me, those that I'm going to use. I'm a functional planner, and that basically means that I want to use my planner. I don't want it to just look pretty. So it also is very functional for me. So for functional planning, I swear by colorful boxes. I believe that the colorful boxes is the way to go because I use colorful boxes in every layout. If you find a book that has colorful boxes in it already, then that's good. So this is a vital one that I think is key. Okay, now, let me skip over. I'm going to go to this one for a second. This one here is what used to be called a basic. Again, this is 3-4 years old. I have 3 of them because it has all the functional stickers that you would need to do your basic ones. I believe that there's another one out there called Essential Planning that is the similar one. I do not own Essential Planning. I've seen it several times. I go to pick it up and I still realize that I have 3 of these, so I put it back down. There's another one called Productivity. Again, I have this one, so right now I choose not to buy those extra ones. So Productivity and Essential Planning, I will link those, but this is the one that I have. I think this one is still available. I will link it if it is. And when I said it has all the things, it has your pay your bills, it has your bullet points, it has everything that you need to do your basic functional planning. And so even food, which I've never even used that sheet. But if you're meal prepping or meal planning, that's what you would have. And so what's for dinner, all of these things are in there. And I also know the Productivity and Essential Planning has all those functional things in it. So colorful boxes and a basic Productivity or Essential Planning book. Now, these 2 books you don't have to have. Okay, I'm only showing them because I think you could get away with these 2 books. But I'm a pretty girl. I want it to be decorative. I want it to be functional, but I also want it to be pretty. So my recommendation is seasonal. We have all kinds of things going on in the season. The seasonal book will get you through the season. It will get you through Christmas and spring and Christmas and Easter and all of those. It has bullet points. So I like this book. I didn't start using it until recently, and I've had it for quite a while, but it allows you to have a little of something for every season. So in conjunction with a Productivity or a basic book, the seasonal book will be great. Again, I have 3. I labeled the top of mine. They now come with Happy Planner Listened, and they now name them at the top, but these old ones don't, so I now have them labeled because they stand up in my cart like that. Okay, now as I mentioned, two must have. This is something you might want to have if you had money to buy 4 or 3, 3 to 4 sticker books, then these are the ones that I would recommend. To be honest, I was not going to show this book, but because I don't want you to feel like you have to have all this stuff. I really don't. I bought this. I got them on sale. I think I paid $19 with the coupon. This is a $60 value. This is the bright one. There's a pastel one. I got this at Michael's, and it has boxes and flowers and all kinds of functional stuff in it. You could get away with buying just this. Yeah. I took some Planner Babes shopping, and they were, okay, what should I buy, Ralene? And this is what I recommend. It was on sale for $19. This book has 5,066 pieces in it, 100 sticker sheets. So technically is 3 sticker books. Okay, it would be your colorful boxes, it would be your functional as well as decorative. So if you have to choose, I would choose something like this. Now remember, when I started, they didn't have these books. So there's different ones on the market. I understand now that Walmart has one. So that's exclusive for Walmart. So look for these type of books. For a $60 value, it's worth it. You got your planner. You got your half sheets or your happy notes or any kind of sticker sheets or notes that you can take notes on. You have some pens. You have your scissors. You now have some stickers. That's 5 things to get you started. Okay. Now, you could just be done right there. And so these next items are more of things, like I said, my must-have, things that I use for every layout. And so they help me. Again, I don't encourage you to go and just buy everything all at once. These are things that I suggest. My number 6 go-to or must-have item is wax paper. Just standard kitchen wax paper or empty sticker sheets. As you're using a sticker sheet and everything is done, you take off the rest of the back and you can use this. I love to, if you watch any of my videos, I pre-plan. When I'm sitting down and I know what I'm going to do for that particular layout, I go and I pull out my stickers and I put them either on wax paper or one of these sticker sheets. I like wax paper because I can see through it. So if I position it on this particular page, then I can show it how it's going to sit on my planner page. So wax paper and empty sticker sheets. So don't throw away those sticker sheets as you're using up your sheets. Okay, but I don't suggest that you go and take all your stickers off of a sheet so that you can use it. Until you get some, use some wax paper. Let's go and look at some of my other tools. I have tweezers, okay? They are old, okay? And these are, a lot of people use them to, I'm just going to grab a sheet of stickers, to literally take them off here and place them on the page. So, you know, especially if you're lining them up. I hope you can see that. You know, I don't use them a lot. There's some times where I just can't get something up, or so I will use my tweezers. So they're always nearby. So this is why this is number 7 instead of like numbered 1 or 2. And so I use these more than anything. These are my oldest ones, and you know how some things is just, you love them and you just want to use them. And so I would use them more. I bought these a long time ago, and I'm trying to remember the name of the brand, but I will, it doesn't say. Oh yeah, EK Success. EK Success. And these are really cool, but they take some getting used to it because it has like this spring thing on it and it's sharp. Okay. And so they're also like, if you're trying to pick up a sticker that you put down, this is really good. Again, I'm going to look for this, but I'm not even sure if they still sell this. Many of my things are very old. One of these, and if I'm not mistaken, this may have come from Walgreens. So this was not bought in a craft store. Okay. And these were bought in a craft store. Then these were also, if I'm not mistaken, when I was doing Close to My Heart, I've been a Close to My Heart consultant. These were ones that I purchased. And these are also spring release. I believe they make me work harder. So I've seen a lot of planner babes use them, but they make me work a little harder. So I showed you 3 different kinds. I will link them all. I have this bucket. And again, very, very old bucket. And it says, do not remove my tools. And literally, I have some beans. And all of my tools are just sticking up in there. Easy for me to grab. And this stays on my workstation. Okay. Now, so number 7 was tweezers. My number 8 item is Tombow adhesive or some kind of glue or tape runner or anything. I swear by Tombow adhesive. I've been using Tombow adhesive for years, permanent as well as repositionable, because I mean it is a staple scrapbooking item and something that most scrapbookers would have one. I buy them sometime. Now these are Tombow. I'm going to admit that I bought the Michaels brand. I've bought the dollar store brand. I've bought them all. I tend to keep hoard the Tombow ones. They're a little bit more expensive, but they also last longer. But if I had to and I was somewhere and I need to run and get some, I don't mind getting the Michaels brand. They come in 4 in a pack, or I will get the or the dollar store brand. The only thing about the dollar store brand is they give out really quickly. So to me, if I'm going to spend, if they're $1 and I got to buy 5 of them to equal 1 of them at these, and this is $6 or $7, I might as well buy this. But if I'm out there, that's what I'm going to get. Could you make it with some glue stick? Yes. Yes. Oh, handy dandy glue stick. Problem. Glue stick lifts, especially in paper planning. It just doesn't give you a good bond. Do I have it? Yes. But what I'm saying is that for a good hold, especially if you're putting scrapbook paper, or what I'm calling franking planning, where I glue multiple pages together. If I'm going to use that dashboard layout in my regular planner, I need something that's sturdy and that's not going to give me a hard time. But you can get away with the dollar store brands. Next is an X-Acto knife. Okay. I have brought out my Heidi Swap X-Acto knife. And I laugh because I do not use this one that often, but it's pretty, it's comfortable. It has that really nice grip on it. It is really good. But I always go back to my trusty, dirty old X-Acto knife back in the day. X-Acto knife. So it's there. It's easy for me to use. It's there. But I also like this one because it has there. So find what works for you. Okay. So X-Acto knife is number 10 is the Papermate Dry Line. Okay. And it comes in different kind of shapes. I am trying this one right now. And this is nothing but what we used to call back in the day liquid paper, but it's in a tape runner format. I use this one a lot. I love the format of this one. I also bought the big whiteout. I'm not really sure if I bought this at Staples or whatever else. It kind of broke a little bit more, a lot on me. And I guess I'd have to take it out and rewind it. So I struggle with this one. So then I bought these on Amazon. So I kind of recommend this brand. Now, a lot of the planner babes, in addition to these, also use, I guess the jelly roll, the white jelly roll pens. I don't have one. I don't use it because I don't use it enough to justify it. And so it's kind of like this, but it's white. This was a silver one. And so what I've done is, just in case I needed something like that, I have purchased this dollar store corrector pen. And what it does is, if you wanted to white out that line right there, it is a little bit more simpler than this. Okay. So, you know, and it gives you a cleaner one. But again, a dollar store, I think there was a pack of 4 of these, but I'm trying them out. So my last 2 must-haves for me are the hole puncher from Happy Planner. I use this a lot, especially if I'm covering pages or I'm adding different inserts or printing papers, doing printables. Is it required? No, it's not required. There's ways to punch holes without this. And remember, this is the disc-bound system, so you can't use a standard 3-hole puncher. I've had this one for about 3 years, and so it has held up pretty well. You don't want to put a lot of paper in it. It says maximum 3 sheets. Listen to it. There is a pink one that is for the big planner. If you feel like you would be using both a big as well as a classic, my recommendation is to buy the big, the pink one, instead of this one. So this is number 11. Lastly, but not least, again, not required, but something you might want or might need is a paper trimmer. Okay. I have been, these are probably very, very old. They're both the Cutterpede. Interesting that I would buy both of them. My scrapbook room is, or my craft room now is, these are the 2 colors in my craft room. And so most of my supplies are these colors. And so over the years, I just tend to buy what matches my colors in the particular color scheme that I have. I believe this was the very first one that I have purchased, and it is the Cutter Bee Cutterpede. The Cutter Bee Cutterpede by EK Success, and I will link it. I still use it. The arm has broken off of it. If I'm only using a small piece of paper, it works just fine. If I need a 12 by 12 paper, it kind of gives me a hard time. So this is that. So then the other one is the pink one. I love this one because there was something about this one that, no, maybe they're exactly the same. I guess they are. It's just a newer brand. Oh, I know why I love this one. Because the lines were brighter at the top and at the bottom. And they have it at the top and the bottom. And so, you know, and then I also have a small one or whatever else. Again, scrapbooker. Do you need those items? No, you don't. One thing that it depends upon if you have a crafts room or if you're taking your supplies with you, is gathering your items with you. I use a cart, and from Michael's, I will show a picture of that cart. And in those carts, you will see I keep all of my supplies right next to my craft station where I work, so that everything is on hand. I have these Dollar Store baskets that I use, and I kind of keep things right near me really closely. I use mugs. I use all kinds of different things. If you are on the go, there are bags. I mean, I do have a Happy Planner bag. I also have an Erin Condren bag. Those are bags that you can just keep everything in one place, so that you can easily get them. This bag here actually comes out of one of the very first Happy Planner bags that I have. And I have a few pens in it. I normally have these scissors in it. I have a card for washi tape cutting. I have a pencil. I have a glue stick. And so I usually carry this in my briefcase if I'm ready to go. And I don't keep all my best stuff in here in case something happens to it. I'm not losing all my best things. And so a bag would be very helpful. Again, do you need that to get started? No. You probably have a bag around the house that you can use. Just a place for you to corral all your items in is a necessity, so that when you're crafting, either on the go or on your kitchen table or on your couch or whatever, that you have all your items in one place, so that when you sit down to craft, you have all your things together. The 12 must-have planning tools are planner, half sheet, happy notes, pens, scissors, stickers, wax papers, tweezers, adhesive, craft knife, correction tape, disc bound, hole puncher, and paper cutter. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to put a comment below. I'd love to engage with you. If you have other suggestions that are better than mine, feel free to let me know. I am always open for new ideas. If you've liked this video, I hope you will hit the like button to be notified when I upload new content. Why don't you hit that bell? And remember, as I encourage you, I encourage myself. Be blessed.